With its so-called 560-degree protection and costing less than $260 via the link below when I checked, the BOTSLAB G980H is certainly getting a lot of attention. However, there are some hidden problems with this 4-camera setup that are being overlooked, because most people are simply assuming that more coverage means better protection. Crucially, one of them may not become obvious until the exact moment you need the footage most. The first thing to understand is that the G980H does not literally capture 560 degrees of unique space. BOTSLAB produces that larger figure by adding together the advertised fields of view from its 170-degree front camera, 2 120-degree side cameras, and 150-degree rear camera. So those figures include overlapping fields of view. The system records 4 separate channels and can display them together in a split screen, but it doesn't create one seamless bird's-eye view. Nevertheless, the underlying benefit is genuine. The 2 magnetic side cameras are what distinguish this system from conventional front and rear alternatives. Each lens can rotate through 90 degrees, allowing you to point it towards the side window, into the cabin, or somewhere between the two. That flexibility could capture a side swipe, passenger dispute, or roadside interaction that another dashcam completely misses. It should be particularly useful for rideshare and delivery drivers who need evidence from beside and inside their vehicle. But these aren't exterior cameras mounted on each side of the car. Both are attached to the main windscreen unit and record through the cabin and side windows. Consequently, their view can be physically obstructed by the rear view mirror, sensor housing, pillars, or passengers, while reflections and dark window tint can reduce the usable exterior detail. Pointing the cameras further outwards also reduces cabin coverage, while pointing them inwards sacrifices part of the exterior view. So, the G980H offers unusually flexible coverage, but the 560-degree claim shouldn't be mistaken for a completely uninterrupted view with no blind spots. But recording an incident from 4 angles only helps if one of those files preserves the detail needed to establish what happened and who caused it. With all 4 cameras connected, the G980H captures at 2880 by 1620 from the front and 1080p from the rear and both side cameras simultaneously. In favorable daylight, the front footage looks sharp and balanced, with enough detail to establish how vehicles, cyclists, and pedestrians are moving around you. However, independent file testing found that every channel captures at 25 frames per second, with no 30 or 60 frame per second option. This remains adequate for reconstructing an incident, but captures fewer moments each second and can reduce the opportunity to obtain an ideal frame of a fast-moving number plate. BOTSLAB also advertises an 8-second pre-recording buffer designed to preserve the moments immediately before the G-sensor detects an impact. That provides useful context, although it cannot compensate for identifying detail the cameras never captured clearly. The advertised 4K mode also requires explanation. BOTSLAB reportedly confirmed that this 4-channel model uses a 5-megapixel SmartSense front sensor, while native 4K requires approximately 8.3 megapixels. Disconnecting one side camera unlocks a 4K output alongside 2 1080p channels, but the resulting file is upscaled and doesn't contain native 4K detail. For buyers choosing this model specifically for 4-angle coverage, retaining the 3K setting and all 4 cameras makes more practical sense. In one controlled daylight test, a stationary plate remained readable at 20 feet, became partly readable at 25, and was lost by 30. A separate road test found plates most dependable when vehicles were stopped or within approximately 8 feet. The rear camera requires closer, more favorable conditions, while the side cameras are better suited to showing nearby people and vehicles than extracting distant details. After dark, the front remains usable under street lighting, but the absence of true multi-exposure HDR makes reflective plates harder to preserve. Infrared LEDs illuminate occupants inside the cabin, although they cannot illuminate subjects outside the windows. Rear and exterior side details also become more vulnerable to blur and glare. So the additional cameras expand the context, but the footage demonstrates why capturing more angles and preserving clearer identifying evidence are not the same thing. The next question is whether those 4 angles remain equally protective when the vehicle is parked. This exact G980H package includes the hardwire kit required to power its 3 parking modes after the engine is switched off. Time-lapse captures continuously at 1 frame per second for up to 24 hours. Independent testing found that all 4 cameras record in this mode, making it the most dependable option when complete coverage matters. The compromise is that time-lapse footage is accelerated and contains no audio, so it can document movement around the vehicle but not preserve conversations. Sentry mode conserves more storage by recording a 1-minute clip when the front camera detects someone within approximately 15 feet. Once activated, all 4 cameras record. However, because detection comes from the front camera, someone approaching exclusively from the side or rear may not activate it. One reviewer also found that front detection occasionally triggered unnecessarily, although its sensitivity can be adjusted. Collision mode engages when the G sensor detects an impact. The same reviewer entered and moved around inside the vehicle without activating it, but that does not prove it would miss a genuine collision. It does show why you should test the selected sensitivity after installation instead of assuming lighter disturbances will trigger recording. The included hardwire kit provides low-voltage protection to reduce the risk of draining your car battery. For selective recording, Sentry mode is useful. For dependable front, rear, and side coverage, time-lapse is the safer choice despite losing real-time audio. But getting it installed is another matter. Because the G980H uses electrostatic sheets between its adhesive mounts and the glass, it should be easier to remove later without leaving the main adhesive directly on your windscreen. However, attaching both magnetic side cameras makes the main unit considerably wider than a conventional dash cam. Hiding it behind the rear-view mirror may obstruct one side lens, while positioning it lower can intrude into your view of the road. A high central position is likely to provide the clearest side views, although the correct location depends on your mirror and sensor housing. Check every angle before attaching the mount and keep the front lens within the area cleared by your windscreen wipers. The rear camera cable must then be routed along the headliner without crossing an A-pillar airbag's deployment path. Parking mode also requires connecting the included hardwire kit to permanent power, accessory power, and ground. Once installed, the responsive 3.18-inch touchscreen can display all 4 cameras simultaneously. Double tapping changes views, while the menus control recording, infrared lighting, and parking sensitivity. The main concern is manually protecting footage. On one independently tested unit, the lower physical button controlled the screen rather than locking an emergency clip. A firmware update added touchscreen and voice-operated emergency controls, although the reviewer found the display difficult to see through polarized sunglasses. Voice commands provide a useful hands-free alternative, but road noise, music, or similar phrases can occasionally interfere with recognition. Once positioned correctly, it's easy to operate, but its width and dependence on touch or voice controls require more planning than its simple installation claims suggest. The app makes settings and footage easier to manage, but gaining that convenience requires an account and introduces privacy considerations some buyers may not expect. The BOTSLAB app makes the G980H look like a fully connected security camera, but that connection disappears as soon as you walk away from the car. The app initially finds the camera through Bluetooth before connecting to its local 5.8 GHz Wi-Fi network. Once paired, you can preview all 4 cameras, adjust settings, review and download recordings, and install firmware updates. GPS data can also display your route, location, speed, and altitude alongside the footage. One independent reviewer found the app responsive, with stable downloads and reconnection taking approximately 10 to 20 seconds. Another considered transfer speeds usable rather than exceptional. So BOTSLAB's claim of speeds 300% faster than conventional 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi should be treated as a best-case marketing comparison, not a guaranteed result. The bigger limitation is range. This is a short-range connection intended for use beside the vehicle. Because the G980H has no cellular connection, you cannot remotely view its cameras or receive instant parking alerts after leaving the car. Using the app also requires a BOTSLAB account, although basic recording and touchscreen controls work without one. BOTSLAB's Google Play disclosure says its wider app may share photos, videos, app activity, and device identifiers, and may collect personal information and messages. Apple's disclosure says identifiers may be used for tracking. These declarations cover the entire BOTSLAB app and its wider product range. They do not establish that G980H footage is automatically uploaded. The camera itself records footage locally to the microSD card. You can therefore use the touchscreen for everyday operation and reserve the app for firmware updates or occasional downloads. The app adds useful local convenience, but not remote security. What matters more is whether the included 128GB card and underlying hardware keep recording reliably, and that's where owner complaints become important. Owner complaints about the G980H are currently limited, with no consistent fault emerging for this exact 4-channel package. One owner of an earlier configuration reported receiving a faulty rear camera and experiencing a lengthy exchange with support. However, BOTSLAB supplied a replacement that worked correctly. The same owner criticized the instructions and distracting voice alerts, although those alerts can be adjusted or disabled. The wider reliability picture is reassuring. Independent reviewers found the touchscreen, app connection, and download stable during testing, while firmware updates have improved the emergency recording controls. The G980H also uses a supercapacitor designed to cope better with repeated temperature changes than a lithium battery. BOTSLAB specifies operation between -20 and 70 degrees Celsius and provides this package with a 1-year warranty. For $260, a dash cam with this type of 4-channel coverage looks like a bargain. However, maximizing its protection could push the final cost noticeably higher. On the positive side, this exact bundle includes all 4 cameras, a 128GB microSD card, and the hardwire kit required for parking mode. Its essential recording features do not require a paid subscription, although using the BOTSLAB app requires an account. The first potential extra is the larger high-endurance card discussed earlier. Hardwiring could introduce another expense. Although the required kit is included, the product description doesn't confirm that vehicle-specific fuse taps are supplied. Check the box before installation because the correct fuse type depends on your vehicle. You can install it yourself, but routing cables safely around airbags and connecting permanent power, accessory power, and ground may justify professional installation. BOTSLAB also lists a multi-channel CPL filter specifically for the 3 and 4 camera G980H at approximately $29. It can reduce windscreen reflections during daylight, but also restricts incoming light, making it potentially less beneficial at night. The filter sold for the 2-camera G980H and G980H Pro is not interchangeable. For United Kingdom buyers, the supplied listing added approximately $64 in shipping and import charges, producing a total of around $324 before sales tax or any discount. Depending on your location and installation, those extras can place the G980H against more established competitors, which brings us to the next category. The Vantrue N5S is the closest premium 4-channel alternative. Its list price is $429 when I checked. That premium buys 4 Sony Starvis 2 sensors, 10-second buffered parking recording, and support for up to 1 terabyte of storage. Its camera layout is different, however. The N5S combines a front camera, 2 inward-facing cabin cameras, and a rear camera. This provides stronger cabin coverage, but its inward-facing cameras see the sides through the windows rather than aiming directly towards them like the G980H's adjustable magnetic cameras. The 3-channel VIOFO A229 Pro is the stronger alternative when identifying detail takes priority. It records native 4K at the front, 2K at the rear, and 1080p inside, all at 30 frames per second. Its front and rear Sony sensors and HDR provide a stronger foundation for capturing moving plates and nighttime details. It cost approximately $350 when checked and normally requires separate purchases for storage and parking mode hardwiring. It also lacks dedicated left and right cameras. The choice is clear in my view. Choose the Vantrue N5S if you want more advanced 4-channel hardware and stronger cabin coverage, or the VIOFO A229 Pro if front and rear identifying detail matters most. But if dedicated left and right views are the reason you want a multi-channel camera, the G980H delivers that coverage for considerably less money. This dashcam makes the most sense for rideshare and delivery drivers, anyone who regularly carries passengers, or drivers who specifically want footage through both side windows. In those situations, showing how an incident developed from multiple angles may be more useful than capturing maximum detail in only one or two directions. However, I would consider an alternative if reading moving number plates at night is your main priority, or if you want remote parking alerts, or you need a smaller camera that can hide neatly behind the rearview mirror, such as the Vantrue E1 Pro, which I've already reviewed on this channel. Ultimately, the BOTSLAB is a strong choice when capturing more of the incident matters more than obtaining equally sharp identifying detail from every angle. If that matches what you need, you can buy the BOTSLAB G980H through the link below, which was cheaper than BOTSLAB's official website at the time of recording. Otherwise, check out my complete list of alternatives in the video below.